We have run one of the biggest social workplace experiments in the world. My name is Sandy and I'm an Agile coach at TradeMe. This is David. He too is an Agile coach at TradeMe. TradeMe is New Zealand's version of eBay, and we account for 2/3 of New Zealand's domestic internet traffic. And that is all I'm going to say about that, because we have read the instructions. What we will talk about is how we can set up teams to ensure cross-functional collaboration. We have run one of the biggest experiments in the world of people self-selecting into cross-functional teams. One of the biggest experiments of letting everyone in a company decide which team they wanted to work on and who should be on that team. We would love the opportunity to tell you the story of how we use self-selection, how we replace the hierarchy with trust and empowerment, and let teams pick themselves. We're going to provide advice and guidance so that teams can self-select and collaborate like this all over the world. It's not only an interesting story, it also tells the tale of several hypothesis-driven experiments run over the course of a year.
And our main hypothesis was that self-selecting teams would be happier and more creative. And we also thought they'd be more productive and more innovative as well. We want to tell you how we used iterative cycles, even on our own process, to end up with a self-selection kit that any company, big or small, could use themselves. We can tell you about our MVP, which was pretty much a carrier bag full of Sharpies and sticky notes that we walked in with. We can also tell you how we used a hackathon and a Toyota improvement kata to get us ready for doing this on the big day. We can tell you all the things we learned, the things that allowed us to use self-selection with more than 125 people. We want to tell you about the measures we applied to each of our experiments and what that told us about setting up teams that would be collaborative and remain stable. We can tell you interesting stories about people choosing to self-organize, about wearing multiple hats in a cross-functional team, about those people who sacrificed themselves for the greater good, or those people who acted selfishly and how we dealt with that as well. We want to share some advice on how to let teams self-select, how to avoid the common pitfalls, but more importantly, how to make it happen. And underlying all this work is the principle that people know more about themselves, about where they want to develop their skills, and how they can help others than any manager knows. So if you want to hear our story, if you want to hear whether our main hypothesis held true in the end, if you want to hear a warts and all description and find out how anyone can run an experiment just like this, then we'd love to hear from you.